Hey guys, Rudrake here, and welcome to the Life is Strange post-update video. There's going to be a good bit in here, and it's going to be more than just about Life is Strange. So I'm going to throw up a little, I'm going to throw this little timestamp up to go to for the special announcements and pretty much stuff not relating to Life is Strange. If you want to just skip to that stuff, because I did announce on Twitter that there were going to be some things changing on the channel, and I will get to it I will get to it in this video after I talk about Life is Strange. So first and foremost, Life is Strange was an interesting project. It was several firsts. I really enjoyed it. This was a game that I did for Rudrake tries, and then didn't really do anything with for a little bit. And then one day I just started playing it again. And I got farther than I got in the Rudrake tries. In fact, I got farther than I'd seen in the game. And I went through it totally blind. I only had to look for help on one thing. And it was actually Nathan's phone. That was the only thing I had to look at a guide to know how to do. Either that, or I think I might have looked to find the other cans in the junkyard because that was annoying and stuff like that. But really, that was it. This is the first time. This LP marks the first time that it's taken me several tries to record a project. Well, not really, because Firewatch was recorded technically 3 times. No, it was only recorded twice. I tried to record a side project 3 or 4 times before settling on Life is Strange. I recorded another game from the Rudrake Tries list. I recorded about 3 episodes, and I just wasn't feeling it. Like, it didn't have the flow that I wanted. And really, I don't know, it just didn't feel right. I liked the game. It just, for some reason, it didn't feel like it went together well with 15. It didn't contrast enough and stuff like that. And then I researched another game and was about to do that, but then I just looked at Life is Strange and was like, you know what, let's give this a shot. And really, I recorded like 6 or 7 episodes in the first 2 days. It was kind of crazy. This is also the first time I've done a full Let's Play as a female protagonist, which I don't mind. There's some really good ones. There's some people that have a problem with a female protagonist in games. I don't. I think they're just as good, and in some cases better than male ones. It just depends on the story. Like, there's some that I really can't stand, but then there's ones like Max Caulfield, and then Aloy from Horizon. And then there's even supporting female characters that you remember almost as much, if not more, than the main characters of the game. Like, for example, Luna in Final Fantasy 15 and Aranea. I mean, they are very strong female characters that are represented in the game. Now, of course, granted, at least at this point in 15, the game, you don't get as much with Luna, as you would want to, but you do see a lot more of her in Kingsglaive, which is great. So if you haven't seen Kingsglaive and you like if you like 15, or you're watching my Let's Play, go see Kingsglaive. You will see a lot more of Luna. And then, we can go back to earlier Final Fantasies, which Final Fantasies are a good, they're a good example for this, because there's some good female characters in that one, Eris and Tifa from 7, even though Tifa has a weird thing, and Eris dies, after Eris dies at the end of Disc 1, but she makes an appearance in Advent Children, and she's very key to the overall story. So she is very memorable, and I like female characters in video games that are done well. Off the top of my head, I can't think of any female characters I can't wow. Lightning from 13 gets on my nerves a little bit because there's a lot of times she feels really just kind of like a gender swap of Cloud. But, I mean, even she has her, uniqueness as well, just not as good as some others. But this is, it was an interesting one, and there will definitely be more games in the future where I have a female protagonist. I did a Rudrake Tries of the Tomb Raider reboot, the definitive edition, and that is definitely an LP that will come down the road. And then this was also the first kind of like decision-based game in the same vein of like Telltale's Walking Dead, The Wolf Among Us, and stuff like that. And honestly, I like this one a lot more than what I've seen of The Walking Dead. I've seen seasons 1 and 2 of The Walking Dead through a Let's Play, And I'll be honest, I'm not nearly impressed enough with those to ever do a Let's Play of them. And honestly, I'm glad I didn't try to Let's Play one of them blind because I would have been sorely disappointed, especially with Season 1. I mean, it has some good stuff, but I don't know. The decision power just, it doesn't feel like it's there. It really doesn't. And that is my really big problem with Telltale games. I may give one a shot in the future at some point just to kind of, give it a whirl. But I doubt there will be a Let's Play of one unless I'm thoroughly impressed with it. And then, this is going to be a thing on the channel. I mean, because obviously there's going to be a prequel to Life is Strange, which I'll get to in a minute. And I may bring that to the channel at some point, and I'm going to get to that. The story is good. I just want to talk about that for a minute because you have this overall mystery of what's causing the storm and Max's powers and her and Chloe diving into the secrets at Blackwell and the secrets of the people around them. You also have this kind of underlying thought in the back of your head, like, what happened to Chloe in the meantime, while Max was gone, which she goes into detail a little bit about, and you search for Rachel Amber together, you try to find what the dark room's about, and when you find the dark room, it's like, holy crap, how can this be? And then you see that Victoria is the next target, and then you go try to save her, and only in the end to find out that Jefferson was behind it and using Nathan and his family for this sick project. Of course, they were in on it too. But Jefferson was kind of the mastermind behind this plan. But then you also find out that saving Chloe is what causes the storm, the time rifts and the alternate realities. And it really becomes apparent when Max's powers go out of control and you're navigating through all those alternate realities and through that horrifying maze that I absolutely cannot stand and will never play again. Well, no, I'll have to if I ever play the game again, which I probably will, because there's some things I do want to see. I don't have the heart to see Kate jump from the building and stuff like that. So in the end, you have to make a decision between Arcadia Bay and Chloe. And the real kick in the pants there is if you save Arcadia Bay, all your memories with Chloe kind of die with you. You're the only one that remembers them. You're the only one that knows all of that happened with Chloe. And Chloe dies without really ever connecting with Max again. So it's really sad. I mean, I know I went into that in the video, but when you really think about it, Max suffers so much. And then if you choose to just save Chloe, or if you choose to let Chloe live but sacrifice Arcadia Bay, everyone that you helped and everyone else you connected with dies. I mean, that's what it insinuates. It insinuates that no one survives, or it just kind of, there's no real clear definition if anyone survives. The game makes it appear that everyone died. Arcadia Bay got wiped out. So there's another thing is like all that work you did to save everyone else just doesn't matter anymore. Bringing Jefferson and the Prescotts to justice doesn't matter anymore because they're all dead. So it's, I don't know. At times I really have issues with the ending of Life is Strange, but I can deal with it this time. Also, one quick note about Chloe. I know in the beginning I was very frustrated with her, and that's kind of typical of a character like her. But she does become one of my favorites near the end. I mean, she's not my absolute favorite. I mean, my favorite is obviously Kate. And then, of course, Max, I also love to death. But Chloe is definitely kind of third in the running there. And right up there with the other two. So, Chloe is a very loved character. And I know why. It's just not everything about her, and especially in the beginning of the game, is my favorite thing. Like, she's the rebellious teenager. She really likes to cause trouble. She is not quiet at all. She is loud and proud and really doesn't give a crap what anyone thinks, and really doesn't care if she hurts anyone's feelings. She's very self-centered, and that really bugs me about her sometimes, because she tends to ignore the pain of others and just kind of focus on her own, which is part of, the raging teenager and dealing with the grief of losing her father. But, she eventually does come to terms with it at, near the end, and then at the very end, she very much comes to terms with it and is willing to sacrifice herself so that everyone else can live. And it's a good thing that I like Chloe as much as I do near the end, because there's going to come a prequel that's already on the way to Life is Strange called Life is Strange Before the Storm. This follows Chloe after her father's death, and it shows kind of what her life is like after that, and meeting Rachel Amber and the stuff around that. I don't know much else other than that. I mean, Don't Nod Entertainment is not part of this for some reason. I don't know what that is, but the company that's partnered with Square Enix to do this, um, they are all fans of the first game, so that's pretty awesome. Let me know if you guys want me. I said I wasn't gonna do any episodes on it until all of it was released, but I'm considering trying something new. I'm considering, because I have the game pre-ordered. I got the deluxe edition pre-ordered, which means I get like more outfits for Chloe. I get a theme for the PS4, and I also get access to a special DLC episode called Farewell, where you play as Max one more time. Apparently, I think it's called Farewell. And there's 3 episodes too. Just Life is Strange Before the Storm in general. I said I wasn't going to LP it until the full game was out, but at the same time, I'm definitely going to play episode 1 when it releases and kind of see what it's about. I'm considering recording it, and just kind of doing a let's play as we go. It'll be kind of like episode 1 releases, I record it and release all those episodes kind of in between everything else going on. And then when episode 2 comes out, record videos of that and, kind of go along with it until I've completed the whole game. Let me know what you guys think about that. I'm considering it, but it doesn't mean it's a for sure thing, but just let me know before. It's going to be interesting playing a Life is Strange game without the time travel powers. Maybe. We'll see. Which brings another interesting discussion, and this is a question that was asked in the comments. I believe MetalBlade427 asked this. How does Max get her powers and why? We don't know. It's never said in the game, and Don't Nod apparently has never said why. The only thing we really know for sure is that Max believed it was her destiny to be in that girl's room time to be able to save Chloe. That was in her journal. Of course, this could be just, the traumatic event that gives the superhero their power. And her subconscious really wanted to save Chloe. Some people seem to think it was kind of like a way to warn people of the tornado, but also to save Chloe, which really just ended up being a lesson about life not going the way you want it to. It's interesting. There's a couple. There's another theory about the Tobanga totem found outside the dorms. Because there's Samuel and Miss Grant kind of refer to it as having some mysterious power, and it's just kind of there. There's a lot of theories. Because I'm looking through just some notes that I wrote down about the stuff that people have kind of pondered about the game. It's an interesting thing. But what it does boil down to is that it was given to her maybe to see the storm and maybe to connect with Chloe one last time, despite everything, maybe to just give her the chance. Because another thing is, she didn't know that was Chloe until she ran into her in the parking lot. It wasn't until then that she knew that was Chloe. Because Chloe's appearance had changed so much. I mean, upon first glance, she probably didn't recognize her, but then, when they met eye to eye and saw each other for real, it was like, holy crap, you're actually, who I think it is. I think it is definitely kind of a gift from Rachel Amber and her father in spirit to be able to connect with Chloe one last time, and also to kind of show that you can't have life the way you want it, and every action has a consequence. And it does, because if you noticed, every time I saved someone or I did something, there was a consequence. And even in the end, it didn't matter it didn't matter. Like, if you let Chloe die, it revealed to Nathan gets caught and interrogated, and he rats out Jefferson. So that whole theory, that whole conspiracy goes out the window. It gets found out one way or the other. It's just that letting Chloe die stops the storm, because the storm is caused by Max and her power, altering time so much. Although it is weird that she sees the vision of that storm before she realizes she has the power. So even my theory's got a hole in it, you know. But it is true by the game's story that saving Chloe causes the storm. So I don't know. There's no clear answer on this. You're free to make your own theories as well and talk about them. But that's all I'm going to say about it right now. And I'm going to move on to other things. First order of business is current projects. Status of 15. 15 is still going. It will be ongoing for quite some time, as you guys know. I'm going to be slow in uploading episodes, especially here lately, because after I finish like main side quest stuff, to the point where I can't continue without being ridiculously underleveled, I'm going to be doing some very heavily edited episodes showing all the pieces of discovery, all of the broken down cars, all of the search and rescue missions. And each one of those types of missions will have its own episode, and there's quite a few of each of them. I say it's probably going to take me 2 to 3 hours to record footage for all of those. Hopefully less than that. That'll be great. But and then after that, I will obviously, do a mass level up and do all of the stuff that I can't do at the moment. And there's some other side stuff I'll be able to get. Pretty much, I'm just going to keep on going until I finish all of the hunts, all of the Menace quest, all of the legendary quest for Randall, and pretty much once all side quests are wrapped up, I will be pretty much done until episode Ignis releases in December, which I could have all of that done before then. And if it does, I'll probably put a lull on episodes and just kind of, give it a halt as I run around and do some stuff. I might even do a New Game Plus just to show you guys the one thing that I missed, which really annoys me, in Chapter 3, and I'll probably go back and get that, which actually would tie in perfect because it involves Ignis, and that would be the last episode that goes up before episode Ignis comes up. So, and then after that, I don't know, because I don't know, they're planning to release another character DLC, they just haven't said who. And also, there's still that multiplayer DLC called Comrades they've mentioned, which means I'm really going to have to find, because I know I have 2 friends that have Final Fantasy 15 for the PS4, but I don't know if you have to beat the game to be able to participate in the DLC. I hope not, because I don't know if either of these 2 have actually beaten 15. If not, they're going to have to get on it because I'm going to need people to play with. If we need 4 people, well, I'm going to have to find a 4th. I think I know who I can find, but we'll work on that another time. And I do want to show that off. And whatever the other character DLC and whatever other content they add, I have no idea when this LP is going to end. But I'm enjoying it still. I was listening to the soundtrack. I hope you guys like the new end cards I've put to it. Which is another thing I want to talk about. End cards from here on out are not going to preview or not going to show previews in the next episode. It's just, I don't feel it's worth it anymore, and I feel like I want to use the end slate methods on YouTube now and fill the end card, just the picture with the elements from that, and it'll make things look better and it's more precise and stuff like that. Because if someone watches one video and they like what they want to see, I'd like for them to subscribe or keep watching the playlist more than give them a preview of the next episode, especially if it's like 15 right now, where I'm just doing side quest stuff. So, there's that. The fall of Life is Strange, I actually have something really, really fun planned. Metal Blade 427 and I sat down to record a short collab, what we thought was going to be a short collab, and in 2 weekends, we recorded 20 some odd episodes. So it's no longer a short collab. It is no longer a short collab. It has now become a co-op Let's Play. So that is what's going to follow Life is Strange immediately. It will start next week. It's not going to start this week. And then it's going to be fun, guys. It's something I've never done before. It's something he's never done before. And this is just one of those crazy projects that turned out amazing. So I'm looking forward to it, and also a special shout out to Light of the Dark Light Bros for making me some artwork for that, and he's got some more stuff coming up if I haven't already shown it. I'm very happy with what he's shown me so far at this point of recording. After the collab with Metal Blade, there will be a mini Let's Play And then there will be another, and then after I finish that, I will get to another like solo side LP, and it's going to be another Rudrake Tries title. I'm very much looking forward to that one. That's all I've got. Just one last quick announcement. I finally decided to name my followers and my subscribers. I am now dubbing you all the Army of Ru. Yeah, it's kind of a funny name, and it just kind of fit, because there's a group that I joined, kind of the first community I really got involved in outside of gaming. It's called the Army of 12. It's a Mark Tremonti and Alter Bridge fan group. It's called the Army of 12. So this just kind of fit, and it kind of pays tribute to that. And because of this, my Discord server is now called the Army of Ru, and that is another thing. I'm opening up my Discord to everyone. All of my followers, all of my subs, go ahead and join it. I'll put a link down in the description. Please join me on there. I will try to be more active on there, and the more of you guys I have, the easier that'll be. You can talk to me directly, you can talk to me and my other people, and I want to create a growing community, around my channel. I already have a great one, but, there needs to be more of us in one spot. So, and this will be a place that if I decide to do Twitch streams, you guys can join me on, a Twitch stream while I play and stuff like that. It would be so great. We're still working on that, and streams will come one day. It's just no time immediately. So join the Discord server, and if you haven't already, follow me on Twitter, like the Facebook page, and follow me on Instagram, even though I really need to post more on there. And overall, just have a great rest of the day and enjoy it all. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next video. Rudrake out.